Hey, good morning, guys.
So what's the news?
Well, the big news continues today, which is Andrea Constand's testimony. Her cross-examination will continue today. But it started yesterday. That was arguably the most anticipated moment of the trial. She walked into a packed courtroom, and she gave tearful testimony about the alleged assault that she says happened by Bill Cosby 13 years ago. She, of course, is a former Temple University employee who says that she was drugged and sexually assaulted by Cosby in 2004 at his home in Pennsylvania. She basically recounted the story that many of us know, that she saw Cosby as a mentor, that he gave her 3 blue pills to ease her stress, that she took them because she trusted him, that she immediately started feeling dizzy, and that she became frozen, she says. She says that Cosby then sexually assaulted her. She cried on the witness stand yesterday as she said that she wanted it to stop but couldn't stop it. And Cosby actually sat rather stoically during most of her testimonies, with the exception of one point where her testimony got graphic about the sexual encounter. And at that point, he just started vigorously shaking his head in disagreement.
How long is the prosecution going to put on their case for?
Not clear, but we know that there are still several more people to go. So, first of all, they haven't finished with Andrea Constand. We're also expecting to hear testimony from Andrea Constand's mother. According to the opening statement from the prosecution, they said we're going to hear from a friend of hers about the trauma that she suffered. There's also a forensic toxicologist that we're going to hear for. So, at least the next few days. The trial's supposed to be over within 2 weeks. The judge is really trying to stick to that because, of course, you have these jurors who are sequestered, who came in 300 miles away, all the way from Pittsburgh. They're even planning on having court on Saturday.
Interesting. Now, this is the only person who he's being charged with. It isn't. We hear the stories of the 60 others. This is the only one. Any idea, any hint as to how they're going to put on a defense?
Well, let me just take it one step back for a moment and say that while this is the only Andrea Constand is what this case is about, the judge did allow testimony from one other accuser. So she testified on Monday, and interestingly, in the cross-examination of another witness yesterday, the defense was able to find and establish a pretty significant inconsistency in that first accuser that we heard from in her testimony, basically a 6-year discrepancy in when she says that Cosby sexually assaulted her. So because we know that Cosby himself is not going to take the stand, to answer your question about what the defense is going to mount, that is what they're really trying to do. They're trying to discredit and unravel the stories of these 2 accusers involved in this case. That is systematically what they've been doing pretty much with each witness that has taken the stand at this point.
Lindsay Davis, ABC News in Pennsylvania, following the Bill Cosby trial. Thanks for checking in, Lindsay.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys.
6:56, Big 5.